Hello everyone, my name is Teknos and welcome back to another stream, and again, today we are going to be playing more Final Fantasy and more of the A Realm Reborn storyline. Echo, you're here! Yes, more Final Fantasy today! How are you enjoying Lost Ark right now? Or you may also be playing, Animal Crossing with, Fox and Bree and everybody. Oh man, okay. We are back into it today. We just got done with the Ifrit fight. They playing both. Echo over here multitasking like a boss. Alright, so today we, Thursday we just finished up the Ifrit fight. Had a lot of fun with that. Got all the story-based stuff there. We are ready to hop into the next main scenario quest, A Hero in the Making. And we will be set to go. We've been pretty much having just a ton of fun. Let's see, we want to go Thonalon over there. Let me use one of my Vesper Bay tickets. But we've been just cruising along with the 2.0 storyline with ARR. It's been a lot of fun. I've been having a absolute joy reading all of it. My cats giving each other the stink eye. And yeah, just having a lot of joy. Today is going to be more of that. We're going to be just doing the story until either we hit a good stopping point or my throat gives out. I have a giant thing of water, but I am super dehydrated today, so my throat might give out sooner than expected. Anyway, let's actually switch over to, there we go, our gaming channel so we can actually see the game. I don't want to be playing for the first 5 minutes and just chatting. Look, Baka's here! Yay, Baka's here! We're getting the whole crew together. Hi, Tataru! Getting the whole crew into chat today. I hope everyone's over there enjoying Bree's stream and Animal Crossing, though. It's awesome that she's started streaming a little bit more on Sundays as well. Speaking of which, hold on. No, actually twitch.tv. I've got to put my channel points in over at Bree's stream. Give me a sec. Doop. I understand how channel points work. I have many of them. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Just gotta drop my channel points with Bree. Gotta make Yuji suffer with his inevitable requirement to play Alien Isolation in VR on survival mode. Okay, let's kill our music. NANI?! I was so... I hit my pause music button at the same time Baka did Nani, and I was like, what did I just press on my deck? Oh, God, that was something. I'm glad Sound Alerts is working, because I keep getting alerts that Sound Alerts is not working, and apparently it did that time. So, great! I'm so happy. Alright. We are here in Menphilia's area. Oh, go away, Steam. Steam, go away. I don't care. Don't go away, Steam. Should not turn on Steam integration. That worked really well. I confused the crap out of me. Alright, so last stream, I turned the music off on the game because one of my first streams I tried to upload to YouTube had a copyright claim against one of the major tracks during a major event, and I found that I hated it. I hated not having music. I hated having generic music in the background. And so we're going to... Let's see. Make sure my my audio settings are perfect. Yes, so main desktop on 2, mic on 3, Ripsaw audio on 4. Okay. So what I've done is I've changed, I've made it to where, like, when I record this so I can put it up on YouTube, I should be able to control the game audio and, like, mute it or do whatever I need to get around copyright stuff. But the mic audio won't get impacted. That won't work for last stream. One, I did have music in game muted, but also my cats hit the power button on my computer at the very end of stream, and I lost my entire recording, and it was super sad. But now I have a drink coaster taped over my power button, so they can't hit that anymore, and they can't ruin the stream. So anyway, that's just random housekeeping and stuff. We're gonna have regular music this time. I wasn't a fan of not having regular music. I'll work around any copyright problems I might run into when I try to actually upload these things to YouTube. Anyway, let's talk to Minfilia and figure out what our next mission is. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought or reward, confirming to Thancred and the Scions would benefit from your aid, and no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. That was very cryptic. We have a guest, Tech. Or rather, you have a guest. Who's here? Oh, yeah, we're going to be doing this part. Yay, we got our Grand Company stuff figured out. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsalominsa, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Tech, your recent exploits has garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Tech's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of his triumph to be expected. What of the other Grand Companies? Eep! Tataru, the rumor master, the gossip legend over here, just spreading the word everywhere she can. Your reputation precedes you, Master Cloudring. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. God, sorry about that. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Cloudring. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amalja and their dreaded primal, yours was already a respected name in Ul'dah. Our people know you and love you well. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not expecting when the Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us, the grand vessel of Limsa Maminsa, to shores of glory. So, overtures of love from all. Lady Menphilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhaps a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on the matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations: the Eorzea, the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gerdania, and the Immortal Flames of Uldar. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and asked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiances at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leaders of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Yeah, fine suggestion. You're wise, you're beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Tech hear our leader speak, then return here with decision. We eagerly await your answers. I'm probably going to go with the Immortal Flames this time. On my main account, I'm part of the Limsa Maminsa company. But since I made my home Uldar for this character, I'm going to go with the Immortal Flames this time. I know full well that the adventurers are by nature a liberty-loving breed, not best suited to the disciplines of military service, but I strongly urge you to join the Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of a great power, Tech, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet, know that greater powers want to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must need be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining this organization need not mean leaving others. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect our nations. The Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Very helpful. Eorzea and changing, Tech, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but as long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for the journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She'll apprise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Alright, over to Tataru. You gotta get that. Alright. Oh! There goes my camera. I make Calcifer get up. He just circles right back around and hops right back in my lap. It's like, no. Be in your lap. Tataru! You have such a wet nose. Why is your nose so snotty and wet? Gross. Sorry about the attention you're getting, Tech. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often, to a few too many people. Next time, be sure to hold your tongue, literally, if necessary. Anyways, I expect you want to know where and when the Remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Eldel Seed Seer Connie Senna will deliver the address at Miketo Amphitheater. I should probably mention that the points at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible the order of services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where the Flame General Ruban Aldine will be addressing the masses the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there will be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merylwib Bohiswen will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral lift. Identify yourself to the Sentry. Well, off you go then. Hope you find the Remembrance services suitably educational. Just visiting the city, states in my prescribed order, though. With your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Go wherever you want. Do whatever you want. Whatever. Impeccable timing and luck will make this all work out. But we'll go in order. God, this is going to be a lot of reading. I just know it. That'll be a lot of reading. Okay, we'll head over to the amphitheater. Oh my god, the kitty just wants all the love in the world. Like, point this down a little bit. Look at this. Look at this little kitty. She just wants all the love in the world. Oh my gosh, he's just so attention-starved. We haven't paid enough attention to them this weekend. We've been recovering from getting our booster shots. We just have not paid much attention to them. Oh, this is funny to come to the Valentine's Day event. And what are you doing? That is not a way to lay on me. Laying down, all sprawled, legs everywhere. What? No. Go be like your sister and lay down wherever she's laying down, being quiet and cooperative, and you just my camera got knocked over. Oh my goodness. I need to... Oh. Hold on. Sorry. I'll get this back in order. Oh no. I got my whole camera rig all messed up now. Does that look good? Over time, the cats have just knocked this camera all sorts of loose. Messed with it over and over again by walking behind the desk. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, what I was saying is very interesting to be doing this main story quest. And they just got the Valentine's event going on right now. I think these might all be voice acted already. I hope they are. I really don't want to have to... I
lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the 12's Wood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Whatever you say, Alphanod.
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the 12's Wood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartenholm. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
I like how their title was Cynical Girl.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelves Wood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania.
Oh, I may goof something.
I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the forest. All the elementals!
All the elementals.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Wow, cat. Wow. Oh. Oh, shit. Stop talking. Stop. No. Ah! I didn't know it was going to go to that. I was looking at something completely different. Okay. Oops. Alpha Nod being Alpha Nod doing Alpha Nod things. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, till recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramud. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider upon open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with Ixol ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do not do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it's broken. The Twelves Wood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to those woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixol will continue to their incursions spurred by Gruda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Will you stop messing the camera up? Goodness. You keep walking underneath my desk and messing with my camera. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later will come to all-out war. And then it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? It's like he's here to give some external context. So I was over here, I was futzing because I was like, I'll plug in my second monitor again. Maybe it's working. Now it's more broken than ever. Currently, the second monitor is like as dead as can be. Because it does not want to output any image from my HDMI. Maybe this time? Okay, at least popped something up this time. I was just kind of hopeful in popping this over here. Goodness me. There we go. There. I was just kind of hoping to pop over the OBS over to the side a little bit so I could keep track of all the audio and all the info that it usually has. And maybe be a little less obsessed with the quality output, since it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to do anything to fix the quality output of my streams for right now. At least until I can, I guess, contact Comcast and maybe gripe to them until they improve something. I don't know. Anyway, at least that was all voice acted, so fair enough. We're going to go through, like, 2 more segments of this. of the leaders of each city-state, like, pumping up their part in the war, or the fight at Cartno, the results of the calamity, how grievous their conditions are, and try to see which one we will choose. But we're going to end up choosing Ul'dah anyway. What do we have unlocked in the Ethernet? Do I have the Chamber of Rule? Thank goodness I have the Chamber of Rule. The cats are finally over there entertaining themselves by wrestling and doing WWE-style moves to throw each other off the top of the cat tree, and I'm kidding. They are wrestling on the ground, being cute.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Woo! Reborn! Oh yeah, auto scroll. Come on, there we go.
Roban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard.
Why are y'all here?
Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid
So they're all gonna
low.
say they spent the most blood and most time on the Cartano fight.
That's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Why is Alice just
Yet
back here in the
many
back?
left
Just
our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is
Oh.
but a slow death.
yikes.
Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall.
Nanamo looks so sad.
Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
Oh, trickle down economics.
For Uldar!
That totally worked really well for us.
Together we are one.
Hi again, Calcifer.
Your grace.
Raubon?
Yeah, I love him holding her up.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Calcifer's very insistent for attention.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
Yes, fancy meeting me again here. The Uldalans have long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldalans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. What are you... Oh my gosh, this cat. Lay right there and just be happy. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Gallians have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultana's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with every ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. This is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General words struck a chord with you. Jeez. Why is Alisei so quiet during all this? Like, I know Alphinaud's just basically showing off his prodigy mind. But, like, why is Alisei so dang quiet for all of this? Oh my goodness. Calcifer just wants all the lovey-loveys. Oh, so much lovey-loveys. Ah, yes. Ooh. Limsalomensa, my other character's main home, and where I like to call my main home. I like this place the most out of all 3 of the cities. But I just like the pirate and shippy themes. Here to attend the reminiscent service, be quick, the Admiral's due to give her address any moment. Odd that the Admiral would have her address in a secluded room, as opposed to the others having it in an open area.
Are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Look all the attention.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Pride! Wonder what Alphinaud's gonna say about their
700
regalia.
summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Gallian Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Trying to eat cables again.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years
Alphinaud's
since
being
the
such a
calamity
bitch.
struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
I think her speech is the best one of the 3.
Oh, where's me cutlass? I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral.
Alright, what you got to say this time,
Fancy
Alphinaud?
meeting you again.
Yep. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsalominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Guardians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in Lominsian's backyard. And that is to say, not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsians are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. All right, thanks for giving me the convincing speech for each of them. Gosh, that was a thick tome of story and lore right there. Just all of those meetings. Tech, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. I would be correct in thinking that the final remembrance services has now concluded. A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Company? Well, delighted though we are to have them here in the Waking Sands, it would not be due to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry the fuck back. Make your choice and get these guys out of my Waking Sands. Gah! But hey, at least we weren't told prey return to the Waking Sands. Teleporties we do. I just want to get my Chocobo today. I think we'll be able to get to level 30 and be able to do the mission to get the Chocobo today. Just want to be able to fly around. Well, I won't be able to fly until I beat ARR, but I just want to be able to ride around and go places faster and at least use the few mounts that I do own for this account. Like the fatter cat mount, because we are the Scaredy Cats Guild. Hi, Tataru. The best potato. Hope they haven't been just, like, sleeping in your office, Minfilia, or something. Like, gosh, do they have, like, no life or anything? Nope, they've been just hanging out in the office. Welcome back, Tech. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why their services are in such demand. Would that there be more of you, Tech? But you must be tired of your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Dope. Back to Alphanod and Alizé.
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep.
Don't be such an ass.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies.
True enough.
As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
Yeah, they're just hype rallies.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity?
Ooh.
No, dear Alizé, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Man, I forgot how angsty these two were off the bat. How much they just, like, We're super cynical and upset with the world, like, off the bat.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
Well, this is where they split up, isn't it? I didn't just notice that he's got green and sometimes bluish in the light crystals on his getup. She's got the pinkish red crystals on hers. I just noticed that. That was a neat detail. Plus the...
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
Oh, don't have such a high opinion of yourself, Alphanod.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you.
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I forgot about that entire thing. So that's really just like Alice running off, and we pretty much won't see her for the rest of ARR. If I remember correctly, she just won't appear for the longest time. But then we're going to do Binding Coils of Bahamut at the end of ARR. We're going to go through the whole thing, and that's what LSA has been doing the entire time. And I have not actually finished Binding Coils of Bahamut myself, so that's something I'm going to probably run with friends just for the story purposes to get through it. I do really want to run it, like, mid-eye level. I really want to run it synced mid-eye level and actually get through all of it. It has been a pain previously, but I want to try and do that with a bunch of friends again. Anyway, we want to talk to not the Twin Adder, not the Maelstrom, the Flame Officer. We are going to go with the Old Dahlin group this time. Welcome back, adventurer. I take it General Raban words kindled a fire within you. Join the Immortal Flames? Yes, sirree. Excellent. I fear that the incident with the traitor may have soured your opinion of us. It gladdens me to see that it isn't the case. But before we can count you as one of our own, you must be formally inducted into our ranks. Soot black dye. Ooh, that is some nice, expensive shit. Hall of Flames, identify yourself, and personnel officer, I will notify him of your coming. With your strength to join ours, we shall surely prevail over our enemies, be they beastmen or Imperials. Now we go. It is nice that the Immortal Flames is right next to the teleport point for Ul'dah. I do really like that. Limsa is really good for the fact that the market board is right next to the teleport, and then Gridania has, like, nothing right next to it. Stream died. Uh-oh. Well, that's not a bad place for it to have died. Still recording, at least. And we've reconnected successfully. And I think we should be back now. There we go. Cool. Well, that was, first time, actually, the stream has died since rebooting or redoing my computer. So that's actually pretty good. That's a better rate than we had before of the stream dying like every 20 to 30 minutes. I'm kind of convinced that my internet is to blame for most of our streaming woes. I am convinced, I say. Anyway. I like that the Immortal Flames are right here, right next to the teleport for Ul'dah. What brings you to the Hall of Flames today, adventurer? My name's Tex Codring. I believe you're expecting me. Ah, I thought as much. You're just our man at the Waking Sands described. It is an honor to meet you, sir. Now, in order to formalize your... Sir! Donk. Speak, Private. Imperial, sir. They have fired on a Highwind Skyways airship. Scouts say she's coming down to the west, near Horizon's Edge. Bloody hells, of all the time for this to happen. Tech, there's no time for formalities. The Immortal Flames need your help now. We're in the midst of a large-scale operation against the Amalja, and we have no one to spare for the Western Thanalan. You must get to that ship before the Garleans do. If there are any survivors, see that they do not come to harm. Now go! Righto. We're gonna go to Western Thanalan. I could just save myself some money by, like, literally running there. Not much difference in distance. I think I know what airship this is that got shot down, and we're gonna meet some new fun characters. I cannot wait till I get a mount so I can at least move faster. We need to take a break from the main scenario quest when we hit 30. I guess when we hit 30 and we get our Chocobo done, the next thing I really need to do is go back and do my, the job quests for Rogue. Simply because I haven't done any of the Rogue job quests, and we have them all saved up from, like, the initial job quest, and I'm almost level 30 on this job. So I'm missing some abilities and stuff that I really should have. But I was going to see if I can put it on hold until we hit level 30, so we can do them all at once and then upgrade to Ninja right away. Airship crewman, Biggs! Biggs, are you okay? Actually, I think he's Wedge. I think the small one is Biggs. I can't remember. Damn Guardians. Hey, what's up, guy? How you going breaking a... Oh. Never mind. It's just a crystal goblin. An adventurer? An adventurer? What are you doing here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. Don't bring a stick this time. We're supposed to be super sneaks. The Immortal Flame sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. You're right, and I have a really shady uniform at that. Kitty! Yeah, the frame rate has dropped, and that's not due to the game or my recording. It's due to my internet. And you'll see that the frame rate picks back up every once in a while as my bit rate goes up to a more reasonable level. Are you all right, sir? Our scouts reported the attack on their craft. We've come to rescue you. Tech Cloud Ring. Yes. Glad you have you with us. That doll staring at the camera. It's one of the cats staring at the camera. I have not seen a craft this design before. That Trader Garland has been busy. The secrets of Magitech are ours by right. They are not to be squandered upon savages of this land. Yeah. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. My cats are so interested in what's in the window. They mean to take the ship back to the Castrum Meridianum. Meridianum, along with your friend. Well, we better go over there and stab them in the butts. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. It's called the tiny Bronco. Oh my god. Nice looking ship, though not the best place to have taken shelter, I agree. It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first flight, and she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. We attack on my command. Kill them quickly and save the Lalafell if possible. If possible. Is that clear, Tech? You got it. Stab them all in the butts. Show them what becomes of those who play with fire. Charge! Yeah, y'all get to it. We're under attack. To arms! Quick, y'all take him from the front. I'll take him from the back. So I can, because the back is the best butt stabbing positions. All right, seriously though, we're going for the back first. I'm gonna stab the archers first. Oh, I'm level synced to only have 2 attacks. Okay, that's fine. There we go. And we'll take out the black mage. See, the subtle art of stabbing them all in the butts wins again. No other ones shut up. Your butt out of my face. Now, of course, this guy is the strongest, so we just gotta sit here and wail on him for a while. Oh, they did have more incoming. All right, well, we're gonna get rid of the archers first again. Oh, just die already. The main dude's almost dead. I wonder if I can switch to him and make sure he dies real quick. Or is he just gonna keep healing himself at the lowest level? No, he's good. He goes down. Okay, cool. Now we can take out this guy. Oh no, he's facing me. Take his aggro. I need to stab him in the butt. I am the butt stabber. I just need a purple shirt, and I'll be the Cyanide Happiness purple shirted butt stabber. And then he's the purple shirted eye stabber. Whatever. And now he's running off. Why do you run off over this way? What is he doing? What are you doing? Programming's all jacked. Cat's butt sitting on the space bar making him jump. Oh my god, will you stop running away? No, you get stunned and stand right there. Hey, no. 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 Pigs! Cat's trying to eat cables again. No, you can't eat the cable! Wedge, you should have stayed with the ship. You shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was close one. Too damn close. So how's she looking anyway? The auxiliary propeller's a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. Few minor modifications, we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. The Imperials will come looking for the scouts, but we can defend this position until the engineers leave. Oh, my ears irritate. My eyes irritated now. You should go, Tech. You still have unfinished business, the Hall of Flame. You're not quite one of us yet, though. And anyway, who'd seen you in action today would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. I got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and your Imperial Flame lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Righto! Wedge! Thank you. You're very grateful. This is Wedge and Biggs. They're two engineers who are going to be kind of pivotal in making... Oh, I did make Limsa my home location, didn't I? I made Ul'dah my home location, and Limsa was a free teleport location. Yeah, I made Limsa a free teleport location and a home location? No, I need to make Ul'dah my home location. Let's set this as the home point. There we go. Because I just want Limsa to be... Yeah, Limsa's going to stay a free teleport for all of my market board needs, and then I'll use Ul'dah as my main hub for this account. Welcome back, Tech. Word of your deeds in the field reached me not long ago. Exemplary service. Rest assured that the Garland Ironworks engineers are fine. They were able to get their vessel back in the air before the Imperial reinforcements arrived. Your willingness to assist us on such short notice is to be commended. Clearly, your reputation is well deserved. Now then, I believe we have some unfinished business. Shall we continue from where we left off to induct you into the Immortal Flames? How much is this worth? Oh, I can't do the command while occupied. Whatever. Woo! Yo, the soot black dye is worth like 7k a piece. That's dope. But as a rogue, I can dye everything black and be like all ninja stealthy. Are we ready, Tech? Then let's begin. Tech Cloud Ring, you stand poised to enter the Sacred Trust. The flames of Ul'dah burn bright, casting light where there is dark and purging evil wheresoever it lurks. We are ever ready to meet the nation's enemies in battle, be they beastmen, Garlean, or worse. And at a word from the Flame General Rabban Aldine, we would gladly lay down our lives to maintain the peace and prosperity of Ul'dah. To join our ranks, you must forsake all other nations. Only then may you commit yourself to the fire and reborn as an immortal flame. Burn as one of us, Tech Cloud Ring, and together we shall choose the darkness from Ul'dah. Chase the darkness from Ul'dah. Will you swear an oath to mark this occasion? Sure thing. My sword belongs to Ul'dah. What skill I have belongs now to Ul'dah. I will follow the Flame General unto death. The skills I have belong now to Ul'dah. Because I have many skills. And shall have many more skills than just stabbing people in the butts. And Ul'dah will have need of them in days ahead. The knowledge and experience of well-traveled adventurers are valuable assets. Very well, your resolve is plain. Tech Cloud Ring, I hereby confer upon you the rank of Flame Private 3rd Class. Welcome to the Immortal Flames Private. May you fight in the last for coin and country. Dope. Now I have the Ul'dah salute. Can you hear me, Tech? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Immortal Flames contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Cloud Ring. I have no doubt that you are eager to make your acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a flame of Ul'dah, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. It seems your presence is required elsewhere. But before you leave, perhaps you could find a moment to speak with the Commander Swift. He is not one to see new recruits go into the field unprepared. Alrighty. I'll go talk to him. And then we will pray return to the Waking Sands. You may now accept quests, my little chocobo. Mortal Flames by speaking with the Swift. Quests must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario of A Realm Reborn. So they made my little chocobo required. It's no longer a option. But hey, we get to get the chocobo! Alright, now we got that. Supply and provisioning missions are a thing. Oh, I've got to get Flame Sergeant 2nd class first. How do I get there? Oh, I need to get 2,000 company seals. We get those from doing dungeons and stuff. Got it. Yep. Anyway, my little chocobo, we're going to be able to fly finally. Yes, give me. Private Cloud Ring, yes. A moment of your time, if you please. If you wish to carry your duty swiftly, do you not? Well, then perhaps you should get yourself a chocobo. If you're interested in the Mortal Flames, we'll furnish you with one. If not, a complex process, but it does require some paperwork. First, speak with the Quartermaster to obtain a Flame Chocobo issuance. You'll need to exchange the company's seals in order to do so. Once you've received your issuance, show it to the Mimigun by the Gate of Nald. We'll be the ones to furnish you with a bird. Present a Flame Chocobo issuance. Flame Quartermaster. Flame Chocobo issuance for 200 seals. So I gotta get 200 seals, buy that, use it, get there. Okay. So currently, to get seals, we will need to do leveling. If I just run this real quick, it'll give me all the seals I need. So we're gonna just queue up for our leveling roulette now that we have the ability to build seals up. And we can just go and do our other things. We can pray return to the Waking Sands for right now. And once we return to the Waking Sands, we can just keep doing the story mission. Whenever this duty pops, we'll take it. Be about 12 minutes, so about the 10-minute mark, I will stop trying to do any, like, cutscenes or anything, just so we don't get surprised by it mid-cutscene. Hi, Tataru. Hey, Yida and Poplimo are here now. Alright, welcome back, Tech. Layman Field waits for you inside. Oh, this next mission gives you 300 flame seals. Oh, welcome back. It seems you've wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Tech. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet with friends. Did I not? Well, I neglect to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sir! Oh, Biggs and Wedge, what do you know? Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you for our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And, I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will ya? Wedge, you're at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital in the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, I was judged that the Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts. So we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who are very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given their chance to stand with you and all. Stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Oh, I'm glad you're happy. Oh my gosh, Cat, you can never figure out how to become a companion. I think that just got us our flame seals. Yes, it totally got us our company seals that we needed. I'll still let the duty pop for the day. I'll let the duty pop because we do need to get up to the 2000 so we can bump levels.
Having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
What a worry.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
Very savage.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Duh, of course.
I am grateful.
What I'm here for.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Sometimes the cats lick my arm and I get a tiny allergic breakout. Let's hop our butts back to Ul'dah real quick. We'll get to the Chocobo thing since we just have the seals available. Flame Quartermaster, this one, Flame Chocobo, Issuance K. We just gotta run over on this way. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need to see your flame chocobo issuance. Here you go. Here's my issuance to have the right to have a flame chocobo. Yes, everything appears in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. I like their chocobo masks. Oh, it's so cute. And here it is. A fellow's been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed his master was coming. Now then, to make this official, you want to give your noble steed a name. Oh, what do we want to name our chocobo? Oh, my little chocobo. Oh, what do we want to name our chocobo? What should we name our chocody-bo? Something cute. Why don't we just look something up real quick? Chocobo names. Chocobo names. Oh my gosh, you're gonna mess. Well, you just mess with my camera all the time. Two-letter words for one-letter words. Oh my goodness, no, go. That wasn't very helpful. Can I just name you Sora? I'm just gonna name you Sora. Yes, I can just name you Sora. Dope. Haha, I dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when he's summoned in a crowded city area or monsters-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout, hardy creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you a chocobo rider's license. It is required by law. And that concludes the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Sweet personal chocobo. I got my cute baby chocobo. Which also means... There we go. I should be able to set outside. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon would have been a cute name. But now, I can ride my mounts. Including the fatter cat mount. Oh, it's adorable. Oh, it's an adorable mount. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I finally have my mounts unlocked. Thank goodness. And truthfully, next thing to unlock after that, though, is the ability for your mounts to fight in combat. So, I think I'd have to go to Gridania, Central Gridania or something to go talk to the Chocobo people there, and they would let me unlock the ability to have my mounts fight by my side, which is super helpful for anybody not running a healer class, because then you can have somebody, you can have a Chocobo by your side doing tanking or healing or just more damage for you. We're gonna go to the Adder's Nest. Over to Gridania. Oh, hi again. Hi, Calcifer. Look at Calcifer. Look at the camera. Look at camera. Oh, look at the cute kitty. Look at all the people love you on the camera, kitty. All people love you, Calcifer. You use all the love and attention, and you're just hiding your face now. That's adorable. He's like, why are you doing this to me? Why you do this to me? I just wanted love and attention. You have to tease me on camera. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... Ah, beg your pardon. It is a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you here to the Adder's Nest? I'm part of the scions and here to scout out the sylphs for you. Hail, adventurer. Bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. You seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Oh my goodness, what are you doing, Calcifer? You are such a nuisance, you know that? Such a nuisance. You're an adorable nuisance, but you are such a nuisance. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but the other business brings us here today. Yida and Papalymo! Always a pleasure to see you two. My men tell me you quest in the name of the scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us the Twin Adder was indeed on the was in need of adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sung true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the sylphs, a curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. Twin Adder is of the same mind, and it is precisely for this reason that the sylphs' relations to the Imperial Ramu, or the Primal Ramu, has raised flags of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, the beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of chance that the summoning of the Primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphs tribe, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. I know you want attention, boy, but come on. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs their own way? This is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from... You just keep circling around. I throw you off the desk, and you just circle around, and then I throw you off the desk, and you circle around. He's just very insistent. No, stop. Stop. The sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. I would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of the productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you on how to win the Sylphs over, or Sylphs' favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from Westthorpe Pier should take us straight there. A friendly Povar, indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Paplimo. Oh, dope. That was just perfect timing. Get out of one cutscene, straight into our duty, and then we'll be able to keep going forward with our adventure. Oh, we're gonna do Ifrit fight? Well, that's kind of boring. Darn, this won't give very much XP. Plus, we're just gonna sit here and just stab over and over again, so. I liked on my other character where I unlocked, like, Ifrit hard, so at least it could be a level 50 fight. It was just a little more fun than a level 22 fight where we just sit here and do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe we try and stun him every once in a while, but it's the same hits over and over. Just waiting for the nail to drop. Okay, there we go. What do you know, Calcifer's back to get attention in the middle of a boss fight. Aren't you here to get attention in the middle of a boss fight? Aren't you? Ifrit's like, I'll blow you up! No, don't eat the cable. Especially to get my attention. That is a quick way to not get my attention. Ah! We go inside for the stabby stabs. We gotta stab him in the butt to end this. Yeah, butt stabbing. Hey, we did actually level up, so my gripe at the beginning that doesn't give much XP was for naught. Because we sure as heck actually leveled up. Dope. GG. That gets our leveling roulette out of the way early today. Character configuration. Or is it system configuration? Dark theme. I think this is a character configuration thing. HUD, party list, general. Where's our cutscene? So what I'm trying to do is skip cutscenes already seen. It does not seem to be in there. Where is it? Oh, wait. I could say cutscene audio. No. Huh. I cannot seem to find the setting for... Nope, I'm being a total derp on finding the setting for getting rid of or skipping cutscenes that have already been seen. No idea where that is. So I'll guess I'll just find that later. Till then, we need to get up to the boat dock. Hi, Fox! How you doing? Hi again, Calcifer, for the 10th time in the last 5 minutes. No, you don't eat that. Stop. God, it's got your bite marks all over it now. That's why I'm using my crappier headphones around you, because if you kill the wire, I won't be as mad. Yeah, but if you kill the wires on these, I won't be as mad, because they're my bad headphones. My old ones. Do. Matani! I, the ferry docked in the base of the hill, will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east to the... should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Cool, thanks. Ferry skipper. Oh yeah, we can finally, like, ride things. Work it back into my muscle memory to ride things wherever we want it to go. We'll be able to do Hawk Manor soon. I mean, I'm already leveled up enough to do Hawk Manor, so we'll be able to unlock that soon as a new dungeon. Oh, there's where we're supposed to be getting to. Fate complete! I did nothing! Don't give me any XP, I did nothing there. It's one of the coolest mounts, the car mount from the Final Fantasy XV crossover event. It's one of the coolest mounts. Yes, Baka, eventually I'll be able to... Eventually I'll run into another dungeon. Hawk Manor should be coming up soon. Man, this this session so far has just been a lot of talking, not a lot of dungeoning. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn about the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they're a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I ever know. What's up, Rolf? Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just you let me tell you. They're... beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what I used to be. I've seen much and more of my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Oh my goodness. Senile old man. The sylphs? Yeah, Father told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest you face end up mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Oh, okay. Zoom in a little bit. What? What you say? The sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers. That's what I say what they are. One day they're drawing morbid faces on your mask, the next day sending your young sentries fall into the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they should just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Okay, so they're tricksters. They don't really have an idea of like what's not okay to do to a human. Quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't ever think of trying to foist your foodstuff on the sylphs. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. So they don't have much in the way of food things we can give as gifts and tribute. Ah, of course, hearing the stories, well, my stories has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. Just may help win the favor of your forest friends. Good to know. Oh my god, get the camera somewhere. Oh, it's still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'd do well to bring along draft. What was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not a day ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. Oh my god, why are we just talking to this guy who has no memory? All the way over there? God. I don't even have flying yet. And I have pretty slow chocobo speed right now. Later in the story, you'll get, like, small upgrades to your chocobo speed, and it does help out a lot. Social emotes. Need our dance emote. I like to have sit around. Special. Oh yeah, change pose. It's just always good to have. Sit on ground when we specifically want that. There we go. Oh, I've just walked right past her while I was getting emotes together. I wanted to have the dance emote available. A peace offering for the sylphs. Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what they call the root of the most fiendish seed akin, the ochu. When chewed, you exude a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day, where you used to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example. You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Alright, we gotta go get an ochu to pop up, take its roots, and then we'll have a good offering. Ochu! Oh, if I'd just gone to Tamtara Deepcroft, I could have found many of you. So basically what we're doing is we're getting some drugs, like some hardcore drugs, and that's what's going to let us get into the sylph place. So they need some hardcore drugs. So they just want to be vibing and mentally stimulating. And then they'll let you do whatever you need. I'm such a dumbass. Alright, I got some milk root. So, you're back. Was the wife able to direct you in a suitable offering? Yep, milk root. Milk root, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. Effect's just about the same as well. Any road, gift of the milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on you. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've been taking the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god-awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in a chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of a morbolo that put an end on my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're a kind heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me with your adventuring tales. And before I forgot, I don't go traipsing off just yet. Amelin here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along the regards of the winged ones. Ameline, it's good to see your knowledge of the sylph culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at the Little Solace, seek your young sylph by the name of Kumoxio. He has served as an intermediary between our people on many occasions and has a close ear to the tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne was furnished you with some of Malodoro's root, the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater importance for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize, the letter contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of your envoy. That would be you, and restates that Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on the resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Whew! Gosh. So wordy. Calcifer, will you get the hint that I can't have you on my desk right now? Oh my goodness. He is just insistent. He will not take no for an answer when it comes to Snuggles. He just will not. Oh goodness. Anyway, while I'm walking here, how's everyone doing this afternoon? I saw Bree ended her stream. Hope everyone who was over there was having a lot of fun playing Animal Crossing. I do like the Sylph's place. It's really nice. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust the strange Walking One. Strange dancing ones might be different story, but this one expert no such thing. Walking One should go home. Leave this one to me. Yeah, sure. Here, dance. Look, I can dance. I'm not just walking one, I'm a dancing one. Ah, yes. This one will welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. Walking One would talk to this one. This one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Oh my God. Walking One would bring a gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Yeah, yep. Here, hand over things, please. Just take them. Walking One is bringing milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. I don't know what voice I've just decided to go with for these, but I just hate their speech pattern. Walking One carries a message from the Elder One. This one will deliver the message to the Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we came paying your respects to the Elder. Learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones from Gridania. Walking One became a dancing one and brought Wilk Root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of the Little Solek have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Tech here is an oath, this piece penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of the Walking Ones. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One wastes everyone's time. Well, I never. I turned away from at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Tech's jig insufficient jiggy? I'm so baffled as you, but something tells me the recent events have our elsewhere fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Sure thing. None of these do anything. Sure, we'll take the silencing potion. I'm pretty sure no one uses those potions ever. Yida. Say, Tech, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I was a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Oh, ow! There go these bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Bloody leg cramps. Oh my god. We're just gonna dance. Dance for a bunch of sylphs. Dance! Dance, adventurer boy! Dance! Ooh! Walking One and Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Look at these Chibu friends. Hey guy, look at me dance. Look at how fast these feet move. Look at this. Look at this. I'm dancing fiend. I dance so good. Walking One would be a friend of these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the way of weaving a secret. Even the Walking Ones learned the secret. Walking One could not weave in the same way. That's fine. I just wanted to dance for you and make friendly dancings. We're just all friendly dancers here anyway. Hey, guard, distraction, distraction. Look, I'm dancing. I'm dancing. I know you're supposed to be looking out and watching for things, but look at this dance. Dang it, dance, 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 dance. This is so stupid. Ah, Walking One's a friend of these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of the Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Yes, sure. I have danced a jolly good jig, have I not? Tech, would you like to hear the good news, or better news? The good news is that our lovely dance has brought smiles to high spirits to all the little soulless. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Oh my god. Tech, as an adventurer, you're a stranger to help distressed folks, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. Adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make this home in Little Solace do so having been driven from the woodlands home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. Sound plan, would you say not? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with the outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with the Hero Media, the Gardanians who reside here. She is the most likely to privy to sylph troubles. Okay. Media, what's going on? Praise be to the elements. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventure with a true gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Yep, that's what I'm here for. Just tell me what you need, I'll go do it. Something needs stabbing? I can do some stabbing. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander and terrorize. Oh, excuse me, the hapless residents. The Zizgorlians and Galnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying ones of each should serve a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in the Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details. And what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they're not easily to come by. When you're done with your deeds, seek out Kamuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. Alright, so we slay 2 things and we gather some bushes. Let's go. Alright, here's 1 thing to slay. Can I go invisible? Oh, I totally just misused that ability. Whoops. Oh well. We'll do the stabby go stab moves. There we go. Stabby go stab, done. Then we run through a bunch of them to make them angry. See, that's the true Poggers move right there. You run through them and make them all sorts of angry. There we go. Ah, here's some brownie brushes. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop stunning me. Oh, there's a brownie brush as well. Ah, here we go. See, places like this were lost on me when I first came through this game, because over here, this giant wall here is part of the Garlean Empire's, like, castrum wall separating Gridania and the land. Or actually, this one is... Breaking this wall is how we got in to fight the Garleans in, like, the beginning of Stormblood. And it's just, like, completely lost on me when you first play through here that that's right there, at close to, Gridania is, like, a huge Garlean settlement. Right here, basically. Let's see, yeah. So we're here on this edge. It shows, like, I guess technically right at this line a little bit further. And you can kind of ignore the lavender beds because that's not technically in the map. But just knowing that they're right there, that's super dangerous because, like, Gridania's right over here. So it makes sense why Gridania's, like, so scared of any kind of Garlean incursions because they're just next door. Oh, I'm almost level 30. So close. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Well, here's some stuff, though. Dancing One brings brownie brushes. For this one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitsy Buzzy One. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing One is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. Yes, you were. Now, can we just, like, get moving on? This one's asking Dancing One for forgiveness. This one's has many troubles since Walking One last came to the abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like the others Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel came to the homes of these ones. This one thinks steel ones from the Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones come in danger, danger. This one begs of Dancing One to help this one know more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking One, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones and hear ones here and Walking One in Hut House and find out more. This one has been feeling bad feeling. This one feels steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. It is tongue-tying as hell to read his speech bubbles. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one's seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasures? This one likes treasures. Athaxio. Shush, shush. This one says, steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Yep. I forget, did we attune to this? Yes, we did attune to this. Good. Oh, the fatter cat mount is the best. I'll just get back up there. See, if I had flying, I could get up there easily. Instead, I gotta walk all the way around. Okay, so... who's got something to say in here? Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. Couldn't tell you what they were plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. I think it's just bad that y'all are having to allow Imperial soldiers to just walk around here willy-nilly in your land. Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest, simply assuming they were adventurers. Probably not adventurers. I gotta walk back all the way there. Final Fantasy XIV, folks, the walking simulator, where we walk back and forth and talk to people for every mission. Where 70% of the game is just walking to your next objective. This one is happy that Dancing One returns. When did Dancing One learn? This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carrying boxes and go walking deep, deep through trees. You say this like it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing that like 65% of the game is just walking to your next objective. That's really rough. This one's thought. Steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel's walking ones try hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one Mark's map right here. This is where Steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for Steel ones, yes? Yes. Let's go looking for Steel ones. Maybe it was all a big misunderstanding. No, it's like right there. Hi there, Sophie. You've been good and haven't been bothering the ever-loving crap out of me. Oh, look, it's Garleans. Who would have guessed? Garleans. With their suspicious boxes. Alright, you're the last one here. Oh, no, you're the last one here. Well, guess who gets to get stabbed in the butt last? You guy. Stabby go stab. She's here to rectify getting, being a nuisance. But see, she's politely just sitting here. Oh, this is someone else doing the task. Okay, never mind. I don't need to be here. See, Calcifer gets all up in the way and just like all up in my face and lap and just wouldn't stop moving, but she's a lot more calm about it. Oh, let me, oh, there you go. Oh, you're adorable. Dancing one is back. This one's breathing a sigh of relief. This one's worried. Dancing one found something? Dancing one found paper inside. Box. This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has name of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside box. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do you steal Walking Ones to find them? Is there sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to stealing Walking Ones? This one fears that this one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friends with this one. We'll totally be friends. We're all good. You hear that, Sophie? Baka's like, I believe in you. You can pester him. I believe. Helpful one arrived at a good time. This one needs help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solus alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Alrighty. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. Oh, you're adorable. You are trying to find the most in-the-way spot to curl up, though. Here, I don't know if this is going to mess anything up, but she is wanting to lay right there and lick my hand. It's adorable. There we go. Oh, these cats are endlessly adorable. Calcifer is endlessly pestering, but he is adorable nonetheless. Hey, there's Claxio. He wasn't far off. Oh, but I angered a bunch of people, so there's that. Look here, you big two-legged dinosaurs. I just need you to fuck off. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solus? Don't make this one laugh. This one is wary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything. No better than those ones that summon the Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a home, but then Meddling One arrives. Forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Oh my goodness. Alright, so he just literally wants to be left alone, to go into the forest, and do whatever the hell he wants. And we should just respect his decision and let him get eaten by one of these raptor creatures. Got it. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for a spool of thread on the forest floor. These things will lead Helpful One to Claxio, but hurry before the touched ones get him. Okie dokie. I'll get him real good on my cat mount. We're coming after you, Claxio. Don't you worry, I'll be there. Me and my cat. We're gonna save you, even when you don't want to be saved. Because I bet those touched ones are over there, and they're going to cause some trouble or something. Oh, there's Claxio. Hey, we're close to only 20 levels away from in-game. That's not bad. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Kumuxio that this one will never go back. Never! Oh no, it's Touched Ones. Touched Ones should go away too. This one is Good One. Everyone should just leave and this one alone. Be on guard, Tech. These sylphs have been tempered and brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve the deity. They'll not answer to word, only steal. Take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Cool. Time to stabby stab some Cabbage Patch Kids. That sounds awful. They're big cabbage heads. It was a good joke. It was a bad joke, but I thought it was funny. Oh. Sophie does enjoy climbing onto the back of my chair. Is one thing that she does like doing, which I think is also extremely cute. And I think that is level 30. So we can pause when we wrap up this next mission group. I think it might be actually fun to pause and go do all of our rogue and then upgrade into ninja all in one go. I think that'd be a great thing to hit up. Yida, I hope you're really okay over there taking on that milk root Morbolo, because I'm gonna just keep trying to take out these guys. I've definitely handicapped myself on abilities since I didn't do any of the rogue missions that give you abilities. So definitely handicapped myself. Are you gonna run away? Running away, you Morbolo. Yep. Duty complete. Nope. This one is safe. This one was scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of his wits? Kumuxio and Meddling One as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Kumuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away with little Solus. This one was just afraid. These ones who live in Little Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like the touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solus to do with Kumuxio's friendly ones. Yay, we helped convince one of them that it's actually okay to have change. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solus as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. Alright, back we go to wrap up this mission, and then we can go do all of our rogue missions, because we've hit level 30! It is time to evolve our abilities and become the ninja. And I'd hope to be able to do things like this, where we were going to be able to do all of our missions for the rogue at once. Oh, Fox is running another fever. I probably should take a break here. Once we finish this up. Probably going to take a 10-minute break or something. Go check on Fox, make sure she's good. If I can get anything. Put some more ice in my water. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Hopefully helpful one saved Claxio now. These ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But helpful ones is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. Hopefully, helpful one will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take helpful one to see elder one. But elder one is elder one is. Wow, this is only level 22 quest that we're on right now, and we're level 30. I guess I could say we're halfway through the game when we hit level 30 main scenario quests. Anyway, I am going to put us on a short break. I'll start off some background music and switch us over to our BRB. But yeah, I'm going to take a short break, and I will be right back. We've already been streaming for 2.5 hours. We got technically 2.5 to go, and yeah, it's a pretty good time for a break. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Oh look, Calcifer's coming down to say hi yet again. What's up, Cal? How you doing? How you doing, kitty? He was just sitting up there. Actually, you probably could have seen him sitting up there in his little bed. Go on. Alright, so we're gonna call a pause to we're gonna call a pause to the MSQ, and we're gonna go do all of our quests for Rogue, and then we should be able to upgrade from Rogue to the full class of Ninja after that. Probably going to gain a couple abilities here that we've missed out on. Did I happen to get the Fisherman's spot? Culinary Fisherman's Guild, yes. Just teleport down there. And Cal comes around, circling like a shark. Hey, head inside, yep. So some background. The Rogues Guild is a guild of people in Limsa whose kind of goal is not thievery or anything untoward, but instead is a goal of protecting the thieves' code or the pirating code of Limsa Lominsa. So when pirates start doing things outside the codes, like attacking friendly ships or getting in the way of trade for Limsa Lominsa instead of for other people, or anybody is doing bad things like slavery or whatever, like slave grabbings, the rogues are there to put a stop to it and put a knife in the back of people who need it. So that's a little bit background on what we're going to get into here. Managed to strap those daggers on without cutting yourself. Well, we're off to a good start, I'd say. Next, I'll want to get a feel for the weight of speed of your new weapons. I reckon those bleating cheats off the fields outside of Limsa should serve your first lesson. Aye, test your blade on a few of them lambs, and slice up your rats on the pugils for good measure. Mind that you mill them beasties one at a time, though, lad. I know you've served your far worse in the past, but you're no dimber damber with them stabbers just yet. Yeah, see those stabbers. So, oh my goodness, you were making this difficult yet again, Cal. Yeah, I didn't do any of our missions here. So we have to go do all of them. Including the first one that's meant for, like, level 1 people. I might skip over some of the dialogue, because a lot of it is, like, the same old for every guild or every class. You go kill a couple things, come back, do a couple other things. I might skip a little bit of dialogue and not just read every last bit of it. But I definitely want to hit the story points of what the guild is about. Eventually, we'll also want to go grab retainers and get those set up. I just recently purchased, or I guess signed up for more payments. I'm giving Square Enix more money. Got capacity for 4 retainers now. Because I was running out of space to store things on my primary account, so I needed more retainers to store things, and they also are very beneficial in some money-making opportunities, so having more meant more loot boxes a day. Because I kind of view retainers as like a one-item loot box. You send them on a venture, they come back, give you a loot box. It could be something valuable, it's often something trash. And, yeah, if it's something valuable, usually you can sell it for like 20 or 30k. It's like, take them one at a time, you're not used to them stabbers yet, and I'm just like, watch me, bro. I'll just stabby stab all of them. Real fast, like. Do I have any... I have not purchased... I'm a bad gamer. I haven't purchased any meals to eat for the XP boost. Really should have done that. Not that it's going to matter here, but I really should go to a Culinarian and grab some XP boosting meals. Alright, there we go. We've taken out all the things we need to take out, so we'll go back over to our guild. So I trade off of how fast you can get places, whether you want to use an Ethernet or just walk there. Eager Lamenson here, that can get us that one gets us the Dancer. This one over here will unlock the new class, Sage. So other classes are all available. Or they will be available once I hit 50, I think. Yeah, I think I have to hit level 50 before I can unlock most of those things. Once you hit 50 and you finish ARR, you can unlock, like, almost every class except for the Heavensward classes. Like, if you were to buy the game and all expansions at once. Once you finish ARR, you can grab every one of the classes except for Dark Knight and Astrologian. Those two are unfortunately locked behind getting to what's its name? The main city of Heavensward. Can't remember its name. But that you have to get to that city before you can unlock those classes. Then, luckily, they stopped doing it to where you had to get to a main city of a new area to unlock their classes. They just let you unlock all the classes in our 3 main cities. Done with your milling area. You can never have enough blade practice, me young colt. In fact, I'll even add a list of old marks to your hunting log. Pit yourself against the lot, and you'll soon learn some new steps in your dance with the daggers. God, what is the voice I'm trying to go for here? Aye, you must think yourself a dancer, not a bleeding butcher. You only need so much force to ram a short blade into the hilt. Precision and speed, that's how you get the most out of your stabbers. Bulky armor will only have you plodding about like an ungainly Aurochs. So make sure you're wearing gear that'll let you move freely as well. Alright, get your blade work up to scratch tech, and I might have a job for you. Dope. Oh there, Tech. I must say you're looking comfortable enough with those stabbers of yours. I reckon you're good and ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I'd stow me wids and let you get on with your work, but seeing as we only just dragged you into the shadows, there might be a couple of things what you ain't yet familiar with. Let's build on what you like and do, what you likely do know, and that's the fact that the Admiral, God bless her soul, has outlawed piracy in Limsa Lominsa. So what do you think there are still so many sodden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. It's because there's still one way for them to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you need to do is apply a serve of thalassocracy as a certified privateer. A captain with a privateer's license is free to terrorize the seas till the outgoats come home, so long as he only targets vessels that belong to Garlean Empire. Of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, that's plenty of looting to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder, then sail back here to Limsa to offload the spoils. And that's where this particular case went sour. You see, this crew got their fambles on a Magitech device, Farron mechanism to be precise, but was rooked out of their hull by some heavy-handed coves. If you'll recall, that don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, then you best be prepared to visit from the rogues. Still don't like this voice that I'm going for. I'm trying to figure out what I want, because I'm wanting like a piratey voice, but I'm going for, I don't know. My voice choice has been very odd for this. Ah, and speaking of visitors or rogues, on the foot over here, lad. Hey, little potato. Ah, what pair ye working together on us? Pass sentence on them code-defying rooks, and bite them back with the magic tech part. What the colt need me for? You're in charge of the new recruit, ain't ya? It's Tech's first assignment. You're to go along and give him the benefit of your wisdom. Since when was I in charge of new... Ah, bugger it. So I guess we're in partners for now. The name's Primo Hiramu, but most o' my fellows call me Underfoot. He might seem touch reluctant, but Pirimu's one of the best. You just do as he says and you'll get the job done. Sure thing. Isn't this adorable having... Look, Sophie on the back of the chair? It's one of the most adorable things. Alright, Paramu. Paramu. Alright then, my young rogue. Seeing as it's your first official outing, I want to be sure your dance steps are up to task. With his short blades, you need to get in good and close to your mark. Eh? But we ain't bleeding swads and shining armor on. The lighter kit we wear ain't much protection from the click of the gun. So if you don't fancy spitting blood on your teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when your mark winds up to land a nasty clout. Sliding around on the flank's usually a good trick, but there's some there's some rum fun every rogue should master, the shade shift. Clear your mind and trust your speed, and we can leave the axe-wielding brute for spell-flinging mage chasing your shadow while you bury your stabber in his guts. Right. Now it's time to put this lesson into practice against some of those orally out in lower Nocea. Hope you was paying attention, cause those tentacles can pack a wallop of joy. Ugh. don't know how to do these. I'm fading on my fun voices. My fun voice choices are fading. Oh, sweet kitties. Alrighty, so Lord of Minoska. We'll need to go up here first, so. So get there, we'll leave by the south gate. We'll need to go up to the aft castle and then go down. Oh. Oh, someone just posting that they're streaming right in shouting chat here. That's tasteful. Guess that's one way to try and get people to come to stream. Still haven't really figured out a good way to advertise the stream outside of, you know, just being part of the Scaredy Cats Discord and being a part of our little Final Fantasy Discord. Alright, Sophie, I'm going to need to get that spot back from you. You can go clean your tail somewhere else. I need to get that spot back. So I can actually use the arrow keys. Okay, so I was here to slay a Lori, which I think are these jellyfish guys. Yep. So we're just going to smack a few of them around. I hate that I have to spend so much time just walking over here to hit them. There we go. Literally just spend all that time to go over here and smack them about and then teleport back. I don't know. What do you not know, Fox? Oh, you don't know how to advertise. Got it. Yeah, don't know how to go about advertising the stream or trying to grow the community outside of just, I don't know, streaming. I don't have a following on any other social media to pull on, so. And I don't like being a, I feel like it's a little tasteless sometimes to. Well, I'm glad I didn't. Cat on the computer again, but I didn't shut it off this time, so that's good. Speaking of which, there we go. Done with your practice then? The sting of them tentacle buggers will soon teach you to stay on your toes, eh? Now, we've got your blood rushing. I'd say it's time to get down to work. First things first, we need to track down them addled coves that rooked them Magitech Gadget. Might be as one of our rogues is heard something. Guild thrives on information, you see, and we've agents scattered far and wide with their gazes keen on all waddles to the ground. Let's pay us a visit to Itawana and at the Drowning Winch. Ask her for a weak ale and see what that gets you. I'm not setting you up for a laugh, lad. Trust me. That code word. Walking inside Limsa does take forever. I'm gonna admit that just walking in this town takes a century. Lots of straightaways, but it means just a lot of walking to get to the farthest away points. You know what I need to talk to? You. Welcome to the Drowning Winch. What's your pleasure, sir? Weak ale. Never in all my days. We may serve some cheap grog in the winch, but not that was watered down. If our usual ale is too bold for your taste, perhaps you'd like to order from the underground menu. Aye. There's quite a lot of offer for a customer with the roguish charms. Was it there something in particular I could help you with? Oh my god, this is adorable. Sophie's right below camera. She's looking at this carbuncle on the right side of the screen. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Ah! Sophie's chasing the shark. You know, probably would be good to use things like TikTok, and posting to YouTube and stuff again would also be great because their discoverability is better. So getting these full streams cut down to get some of the chaff out would be good to get on YouTube as well. There's quite a lot on offer to the customer with a roguish charm. Here's Pyramu. The trouble over that Magitech loot. 'Twas not a subtle job. The gang in question, a usual group of former pirates calling themselves the Dainty Demolishers. They came to be enamored of the court dandy mannerisms and have preference for seizing Garlean machinery. They're also known for conspiring with goblins. Rumor says that the Demolishers visit a beastman camp in Middle Lanoska, fence the goods. And those goods generally take the form of Imperial technology. I imagine the goblins were rather pleased to take possession of Mark 15, something, not 15, I don't know, XL3 anti-aircraft cannon firing mechanism. If you mean to steal the device back, then your trail leads to the goblin camp in Summerford. Baka's making some food and then she's gonna stalk us. Sounds good. You have to do a lot to stalk this rogue. Okay, so now we go down to Summerford. And just teleport out. Actually, no. I can just take this path. I'm on the wrong level to do it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna teleport out. But yeah, I should probably... doing what Bree does... yeah, it's true that Baka offers free rides. She's a great taxi service for getting us from where we would need to be. Though I have my fat cat mount now, so I can at least, like, trot myself along a little bit faster. What was I saying? Definitely getting myself on TikTok and putting some of my clips and... little shorter funny things onto TikTok would be good. Great way to get some exposure. Putting things on YouTube again is going to be excellent as well. Reddit's not a great option. Other social medias are just not very friendly to people self-advertising, so best to stay away from some of those. Get your noggin down, Tech. I've been slinching the action across the way there. No sign of the demolishers, but I did see one of them gambler coves stuffing the Garly and Gadget into their backpack. I knew Tualna would steal us, right? This is your chance, lad. Clout that gambler gobby and grab that device. Oh my goodness, you were adorable. Instagram isn't popular anymore. TikTok's where it's at, boy. You very right about that. TikTok is where it's at, so I'm gonna have to make a TikTok. This is adorable. That you can't. I don't know how I can make this happen, but like, she is just. It's a bad angle, but I just want you to see. She's like watching the screen, seeing what's going on, and she keeps pouncing at the screen. It's adorable. I'm gonna go into this fight. I'm gonna see what she does. Oh, the cats are so interested in what's happening on my screen. Oh, she is adorable. I can't even. I cannot even. Yo, stop that, Goblin. Leave me alone, Goblin. That's the way, lad. There was naught for me to do with but sit still and daddle and watch. So you've got the goods then. Yep, got the goods right here. She wants my mouse cursor. Aye, this is the device and no mistaking it. Okay. You're up on the screen. I know, I want them downstairs so bad too. I want them to be able to roam the whole house. Aye, this is the device, no mistaken. Let's get back to the guild, eh? We still owe the demolisher bastards a million, but they'll keep for the now. Here, you should be the one to deliver the prize to Jack. It was your hand that snatched it out of the goblin's paws, after all. Captain! Captain, I say! Some fiend has perpetrated violence upon the goblin colleagues whilst we sought but to wet our throats with fine libations. This will not stand, Captain. Our finely filched loot has been pilfered from under our noses. Blast and bother! My blood boils and bobbles at the temerity of the affront. I know not the identity of these audacious buffoons, but they shall be made to pay for the pave dearly. With me, my fine fellows. Huzzah! The Dainty Demolishers. What a name. What a name. Alright, back we go again. I wonder if it is faster to hit the 8th right. It probably is. Yeah, hit the Fisherman's Guild, then walk over this way. It does seem a little bit better. Let me in, fine sir. You managed to grab the firing mechanism yet, Tech? Here you go. Ah, still in one piece, too. You've done well for your first assignment, lad. I don't look like much, but that crew put their lives on the line to cloy this here bauble. They'll be pleased to see it snatched back from ruffments. We've yet to do for the dainty demolishers, Jack. The job ain't over. You're right. Underfoot it ain't. You break the codes, you face the consequences. Ho ho! This is not at all what I expected from the inside of a convent. Ah, who might you be, sirs? Your ignorance is understandable. After all, our schemes are always perfect, our heists impeccable. Shall I reveal our infamous name and drink in your delicious terror? We are deadly, dastardly, and dictionally devilish, quail before the dainty demolishers. Yeah! So be it. Captain, I say, there's the cat who misappropriated our merchandise. I concur. He is the self-same simpleton who we trailed unnoticed to the very establishment. Ah, surprise, surprise. Now, my dear Dendies, let us not be unpleasant. We shall endeavor to resolve this distastefulness without resorting to insults for other less diplomatic methods. At least not yet. You there. Yes, the clean-cheeked errand boy. Be a good fellow and fetch me your superior. One of your colleagues has committed a terrible crime against us, and we shall not be leaving until the proper restitution has been paid. Oh, an errand boy now, am I? This shit's about to get real. Tell me, Captain, just what kind of place do you think this is, then? This place? Why, I suppose it's some manner of convent. A one-eyed doorman named it the Dutiful Sisters of Eldwise or some such. And you've got to realize your mistake. Your fate was sealed the moment you dragged your sorry quarren across the threshold. Are you threatening me, boy? I'll have your fellows cut out that impudent tongue. We've exhausted our reserve of dainty today, lads. Show these fraudulent sisters how the demolishers deal with upstarts. You still don't understand, do you? Dead. With a quick stabbing. There are but 3 sorts of culls what the doormen let pass. Clients, recruits. God spit! I'll kill you all! Shank. Oh, damn. Didn't your mum teach you not to interrupt a lady when she's talking? He just threw a dagger in his chest. You'd have learned that the 3rd sort of cull in bullocks for brains mark what merches himself right into the rogue's den. Yep, it be rogues. Rogues? But we were so careful. I heard tales in my pirate days, stories about merciless wraiths who uphold the codes. They weren't called rogues back then, though. The upright thieves they were, the knives in the shadows. You can't be them. They're just trying to scare me. Well, the captain of the dainty demolishers is not no easy cowed. Not so easily cowed. To the hells with your deceptions. Huzzah! Huzzah for my fallen comrades. Yoink. Get foot. Deceptions, eh? Anyone yet meet could be rogue, Captain. Even a clean-cheeked errand boy. He's still breathing. Find some rope and string him up somewhere and down. Make an example of him. Don't fuck with the code. And now the job's done. Quite an introduction you had there, eh? Welcome to Limsa ever-churning underbelly, where the thieves shed their skins and become rogues. I like the Rogue Guild. I'm not much for discussing the old days, but since it's come up, might as well clear up the confusion. It was back when the piracy was at its peak. The coves, what protected the code, were dimmer dampers, the best lads and lasses to be had from among the pirate crews. They bit back the goods what was unwrongly bitten, and came for the guilty under cover of darkness. Upright thief became the title of these coves, what dealt with the sanctioned stealing and milling. But it was only those as had cut all ties with the Buccaneers' life that was accepted into the ranks, conflicting loyalties and all that. They formed their own guild and even their own way of speaking, and what was once pirate was pirate no more. Later on, when Mirwib took the admiral's chair, the upright thieves agreed to abide by her laws. We became the Rogues Guild, to mark the change, and altered our recruiting policy to accept venturers like yourself. And although the title is different, the job remains the same. Uphold the code, and preserve the underground society what spawned us. Just so you've done with the assignment, keep up with the good work. Tech, and you'll get far in the shadows. Dope-a-lope. Let's take some gold. Next mission, boss. A fine morning to you, Tech. And a fine morning it is for the spot of work, wouldn't you agree? Sure thing. This time round, it seems some eager buccaneers scampered aboard a local merchantman and made off with a shipment of muskets. Now, seeing as it ain't lawful to cloy from the Lumensian vessel to begin with, the Yellow Jackets fell upon them daft covers afore their boots were even dry. Aye, they caught the pirates right there on the dock, but the stolen boomsticks was nowhere to be found. Fenced in a longboat deal, I'm thinking. That's when our guild was officially contracted to retrieve the goods, which weren't really needful, since the codes would have had us on the job anyway. You don't bite the purse of fellow Lumensian and all that. So this is your assignment, my natty lad. Find out when the weapons went and bite them shipments back. Seeing as the cutters has hit that merchantmen are already rotten in irons, you needn't rush in with your stabbers a stabbing. I want this job handled quickly and quiet, and I've the perfect partner to show you how it's done. Is it the girl this time? Heck yeah. This here is Vikibi. This is Vikibi, the Stray. Ain't no other rogue what can match her in arts of skulking. A pleasure. There's some problems, Vikibi. You seem a bit out of sorts. I'm bloody starving. Had one of them finger sandwiches set aside, you know? Those egg-filled tasties they make in the Bismarck. But when I got back from my work, it was bloody gone. Uh-oh. That was Vikib's? I thought it was Underfoot's. Well, just head out in the job, and I'll see if I can turn up the missing sandwich by the time you return. All right, Jack. Oh, one more little detail you should know. The musket was meant for the Yellow Jackets' armory, so once y'all in the bob, you can handle the goods to one of their coals directly. Dope. I've been hunched forward a little too long. Gotta sit myself back a bit. Vikibi, we can start whenever you're ready, Tech. I've had a colleague keeping a waddle out in the yacht that might help us, so I suggest you have a few wilds with her first. You'll find her in the Hylian, posing the fishmonger. Cool. So we just need to go outside. Hey, there's Baka. She's here to stalk me. She's finally here. After all them cutscenes. What? Oh, yeah, it's up at the aft castle. Aft castle teleport. I'll at least let you know where I'm teleporting, Baka. There we go. Hello there, sir. We've carp and trout, lobster and shrimp, but I tell you've been looking for a special breed of fish, the long shiny kind that barks and puts a bloke in his ass. We don't sell that kind here. You might try them foreign merchants. What was called again? Ah, the Traders of Edge. They hail from the South Sea Isles and are known for dealing in all types of nasty spitters and cast cutters. I should warn you, those folks ain't one for questioning the source of their merchandise. In fact, they seem more than happy to pay the good that came from below deck, so to speak. But if you're still keeping it to go your hands on these rare fishes, then you'd best be hurry. The Edge merchants what visit Limsa looking to be loading up on to leave the city after long. Just meant to transport is a good remains a mystery, though. What with all the eared blades has got nursing his operation, it makes it hard for a girl to get close enough to eyeball the competition you does. I'll be sure to keep an eye peeled on your behalf, but it might be as you can learn a little more from the folks around town. Oh! This sailor jargon is real difficult to get through sometimes. Traders of the Edge, eh? Well, if one of the merchants been staying in the city, then someone will know something to point us in the right direction. The trick is to listen without being seen. You'd be surprised at how coals cackle when they think no one else is looking about. Oh, get down, Sophie. I'll try my luck in a few spots, then meet you in front of the guild when I'm done. Remember, keep hidden, keep quiet, and keep the waddles open. Okay. So now we just gotta, like, runabouts to gather the information. Hawker's Alley, the ferry docks, and then one thing up here. Okay, we're gonna go up here first. Hi there, Sophie. Dun-dun-dun. Alright, where are we hiding? Where are we hiding in the culinary? Diving Dove appears distressed over some matter. Approach her while cloaked by your hide ability to attempt eavesdropping in the grumblings. Okay. Diving Dove appears distressed over some matter. Approach while using the cloak for your hide. Where's this Diving Dove person? Okay. Sophie, you need to get down. Please. Oh, there he is. Diving Dove right there. Diving Dove is grumbling in discontent. Ugh, the sneer on the customer's face. Does he think I can command the skillet to cook more swiftly just to meet his pressured departure schedule? I don't know how things are done in the South Seas, but here on Limsa Lominsa, we appreciate that fine cuisine cannot be rushed. Come on now, Dove. You must not speak ill of the patrons. Now, what was next on my list? Another finger sandwich for dutiful sisters. Someone there must be rather fond of eggs. He put an order in for the sandwich again. That's great. Alright, now we can run down to the ferry docks. So we're just going to go back to Fisherman's Guild. Renewer is mumbling anxiously to himself. Curse my sense of duty. Would I had stayed in the winch for an extra pint instead of returning early. I didn't ask to see anyone being bribed. Certainly not my relief pilot. Wonder what that merchant was about. Smuggling, most likely. Should I report this to Yellow Jackets? What if I'm being watched? I could end up face down in the harbor. All fair points. And now we need to go up to Hawker's Alley. Oh, this is only the level 10 mission. Dang. Got a lot of mission to go to get to level 30. Yep. Alright. We'll ghost and we'll walk up on whoever this person is. There we go. Griff Hawken wears customers. You have quite an eye for quality, sir. We've been splitting a range of produce from every corner of Eorzea, but one simple cannot visit Lominsa without sampling some of the local specialties. Would you care for some freshly squeezed Nocean orange juice, or perhaps our famed salt cod is more of your taste? Gruff continues to espouse the virtues of his merchandise, but his impassioned urgings appear to have little relevance to your assignment. Cool. We good? We're good. Alright, back to the Thieves Guild. After this one, we should have 4 more quests that we have to do in order to get up to Ninja. Vikibi. Welcome back, Tech. Hope your skulking went well. You might be an angel of death with the Dagger's cult, but any rogue what shuns the shadows is heading for an early grave. The sneaky cove can nose about without risking a scrape, and slip himself into the best positions to ambush a mark. Once you've seen ya, though, your rum fun is done. Hiding in parts concealment and parts distraction, you won't be disappearing in cove what already knows you're there. Alright, done prattling. What do you manage to learn about the musket-buying merchant's friend? Not much. Slipping coin to the ferry pilot, was he? And by what you heard from that chef at the Bismarck, this trade needs to hop in the twig, and soon. That matches with me and my findings. He's vacated his room in the inn and paid his dues in full. Being a merchant, you can't be sure that he won't be leaving without his merchandise. So here's the plan. We wait for him to stack his goods on the pier, then you ghost in and grab them firearms. Hoping we can get the job done quiet and under cover of darkness. But it never hurt to be prepared for the worst. Sounds like he's got a small army of sellswords on his payroll. We slip in, we grab the goods, we slip out, no one the wiser. And ghost. Spotted the mark at the end of the pier. We just need to ghost over. See, super distraction. No one can see me. I'm ghosting. Ain't no one see nothing. All the stolen firearms are in this tiny box? That's dope. And some tiny firearms. You're not supposed to be here. I thought I ordered my hirelings to keep this jetty clear. 1, 2, 3. There's one missing. My crate of muskets, it's gone. Hee hee hee. I stole your muskets. Ha 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 ha. I will gloat here. Thief, stop him, you useless sluggards. What am I paying you for? I don't think this exit strategy went as it should. Walk up, steal the thing, laugh laboriously at the guy for having stolen his thing, and then get into stabbing people? Pretty sure we should have snuck in and snuck out. But hey, with two of us here, we can stab all day long. No butt will be left unstabbed. Good thing this was taking place so close to our guild. We good? We good here? Just kind of walking around like, are we good or not? Oh, there's more over here. Why are there more over here that I have to kill? They're just like hanging about. I'll stab you? Stab you? Yeah, I'm just like confused why she didn't like follow along the whole way. When there's like a whole bunch of them that need a good stabbing over here. So many baddies in need of a good stabbing. Not even baddies, they're just hired muscle. Like, they got wives and kids and husbands, and I'm just over here stabbing them to death. Maybe I'm leaving them just unconscious. I'm pulling a Batman, and it only looks like I've pushed their face through a wall, when in fact, I've just put them to sleep. Oh, here's the handoff, finally. I guess I could have snuck through all those guys, too. I didn't even think about that. Just kill a couple and sneak on through. Yay, the quartermaster will be pleased. Fox, how's the gunpowder thing going now? Has anything popped up? I was kind of surprised that you were having trouble with it. Well, I guess I can't be too surprised. It's kind of experimental Minecraft farm right now for me. Trying to make sure it works out. But I could have sworn I got 2 gunpowder immediately last night, so I was hoping that you'd be able to get a lot faster. Don't know why I came up here. I'm going to teleport back to the Fisherman's Guild anyway. Vikibi, we did it. That turned hairy, didn't it? Once you reached the Yellow Jacket, though, the merchant called off his blades. Wise enough to cut the losses, I'll give him that. I'd say we'll be all done here. Let's head inside and I'll tell Jack the beanie news. I heard the sound of fighting coming from outside. And now I've been whittled with the cause of it. I thought we were aiming for subtle on this job. Oh, they didn't let us be subtle. That many swords was there. But you got the Yellow Jackets what they wanted. It's all's well that ends well, eh? You're on the way to becoming a first-class rogue, Tech. Aye, the job didn't unfold exactly as planned. But you see the value of keeping out of sight? Skulking might seem slow, but it can save you time, and a fair amount of bleeding in the long run. And speaking of unexpected developments, I have a bit of news for you, Vikib. I searched high and low, but it seems some unprincipled cove has yaffled your sandwich. There were naught but crumbs to be found. No, my sandwich! It was Bismarck's special. Do you know how much I was looking forward to that meal? My belly's about ready to cave in on itself. 'Tis a tragedy, oh, the highest order, love. And you know I can bear to see the rogues in such distress. So I gave Underfoot a special assignment. He should be back any moment now. With a freshly made Bismarck special finger sandwich. Yeet! You did that for me! You're not japing with me, are you, Jack? This ain't no japing matter. 'Tis a guildmaster's responsibility to see that all his coves and morts are their best for the job. Hey, Jack, here you are. I've got the sandwich you ordered. And didn't the chief give me a waffle full when I said he was in a hurry? Maybe next time you could think twice before you yaffle a fellow rogue. Oh, bullets! Jack, did you eat my supper? Now, lass, let's not be hasty. There's a fresh new sandwich right here for you. No harm done, eh? You've cloyed something that belongs to me, Jack, and I can't ignore the code. Hey, the code. You must ignore the code. You're having a laugh, aren't you, lass? Lass? Ah! Oh, he got stabbed real good for stealing that sandwich. That might be the swiftest string up I've ever seen. A punishment to fit the crime. Take a good look, Tech. The codes exist to preserve peace in Limsa, to keep the alleys from running red with blood. The city's me home, and I'll draw a dagger on any cove that fool enough to threaten the peace. A pointed lesson. Let's head inside, eh? Your sandwich's getting cold. Hey! Do you mean to leave me up here all night? At least give me a grand view of the harbor. God, piss, these ropes are tight. Guys! And now we find ourselves indebted to the Rogues Guild. The Rogues Guild. The impropriety of it all. Would that I could see them occupying a cell next to those thieving pirates. Now we got a yellow jacket who's just can't handle the rogues doing her job. Oh, I love how they strung up the head of the guild for eating the sandwich. Ah, them ropes leave chafe marks in the bleeding weak. I'm wriggling myself free, but that's the last time I let my belly do the thinking. Just think, Vakib strung me up over an egg sandwich. Those coves, what well and truly stomp on the codes, get far worse. Keep up your training, lad, and you'll soon be handling out rogue justice yourself. Ah, Tech. Just the cove I was hoping to see. We've come nasty trouble brewing. The client's on the way. Sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Stray in on this as well. Be right little rogue family reunion. Jack, the client's arrived. Oof. It's a little bit better. There we go. Our guest here came from the Maelstrom Command. His confident orders direct from the Admiral herself. So you know this won't be a simple job. I'm afraid the Guildmaster speaks truly. It was several days ago when an emaciated man stumbled into our camp seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped the life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducted him and many of the others to sell on a black market auction block. He dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village almost completely destroyed. It was a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now. You'd think these pirates never heard of the code. Pillaging honest coals and dipping their wicks in the slave trade. That heads the right way for a good stabbing. Aye, one ain't set down on many wids. The code notoriously unforgiving against those that raise weapons against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were coals that were fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history and you ain't risk becoming what it was you hated most. So, you've marked us then. That we do. From the description given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateer license. It would appear, however, that the privateering has been naught but a screen behind which it hides their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many of the other Lomincian citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. And we've let it happen right under our noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy, but merely tracking down those poor souls who have been sold is proving heavily taxing on our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, and that you do so with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. When those nasty coves will feel the short blades pricking into their backs, they'll enjoy that brief moment of regret before the code is rightfully enforced. Alright, let's get to work. I'll be going after the Jolly Merchants myself. Underfoot, Vakib, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom investigation and see what you can whittle about the coals that what already been sold. Tech, you're coming with me. I think it's ready for the next step in your education. We're gonna learn to throw daggers at the end of this one. Shall we get off to slave and cutthroats then? Our client's telling me that the Jolly Merchants set sail to the L-port a few bells ago. Oh, aye. They might even board an Imperial ship or two, but that's just some mummery they're putting on to amuse the Admiral's swads. I reckon the rest of the crew'd be back in land looking for snap the shackles on the fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove me theory right, one of them jolly bastards got himself spotted creeping about the roughmans in lower Nocea. There's a big cove in the Morbly dry docks by this name of Sweardance, what'll likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he's keeping his gaze keen on the guild. Keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle with you sooner like. So, oh, I have not been there yet. Okay. So, we're gonna need to come out this way and make our way down there. Okay. That's fine. We'll make our way there. Where'd Baka make her way off to? I'm certain she got bored stalking my non-existent self because I was in instances or hidden places all the time. Could have gone up to the fisherman's place, teleported to the aft castle. That would have been faster. Alright, so the Thieves Guild missions, or the Rogue missions, are taking longer than I thought they would. I just didn't realize how long each of them was going to end up taking. I was thinking of cutting the stream at about 6 o'clock, which was in 10 minutes from now, so probably going to try and wrap this mission up in its entirety, and then call it a night from there, because I got to figure out dinner. It's been a good stream and a good session of getting through more Final Fantasy stuff. Been having a lot of fun with all this. Here's our path. We're just slowly getting our way through the main story here. It's taken... Man, it is taking what feels like an eternity, but... It is a long first story. It is a very, very long opening story with A Realm Reborn. But a lot of good stuff in here that I missed first time through, and I'm really happy that I'm going through it again and playing it for Twitch and all that. Because it's really giving me an appreciation of some of the stuff I missed, and filling in a lot of the lore gaps that I didn't pick up on the first time, because I skipped many of the dialogue boxes. Because I was a poor player back then, and was just like, I just want to do dungeons, and I just want to fight things. Why do I gotta do all this? And it turns out it's all important. Where's your crystal? There's your crystal. Man, this is a town I never come to. There we go. Now we gotta find the person I need to talk to. Ah, there he is. Swaricent. Aye, I know what you are. What can Swaricent do for you? Hunting down jolly merchant slavers. Ah, Wildy explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks, you see, and I spied an odd trio off in this distance. This rough-looking sod. One of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke and this poor skinny lass. I've seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being herded. Last I saw, they were heading south. If what you're saying about the slavery business is true, and that jolly merchant not doing to walk his charges all the way to market, no, he's likely has a boat waiting for him. And if I were to were a slaver heading south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere around Salt Strand. That would leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? You best go on ahead. I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Okay. I gotta go over that way now. Tippity-tap, 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 tippity-tap. I love hearing the little cat tiptoes clattering along. Oh, if only I could fly. There we go, the salt flats. Spirits came through for us, eh? Now what do we got here? That one looks a charmer. Sodden move, I told ya. My peg-legged grandma's obbles quicker than your miserable sack of shite. Or maybe you need another thrashing, is that it? You already forgot what it happens when you try me generous patience. I'm sorry, please, no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food, water. Then get in the boat and shut your traps. You'll be fed when you reach the other side. The other side? Where are you taking us? Are you challenging me? You're plain daft. I told you to keep bleating mouth shut. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Leviathan scaly ass, she's weeping again. Listen here. You're heading to Aleport, alright? That's where me and my shipmates gather to take stock of the merchandise and decide on what gets sold where. You see, some buyers want only lads, while others are looking for lasses. So long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more coin than we'd ever need scraping with the Empire's war galleys. Not that you care about that, suppose, but what matters to you is that you'll be loaded into the Jolly Merchantman, sailed off to God knows where, and Limsel will be a distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last big gobful of sweet Nocean sea breeze. Oh, these guys. I'm sort of tempted to put a blade twixt his eyes here and now, but that won't get the job done. No, we'll let him guide us to the masters in Aleport, and then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. And Jolly Merchant will get their due. Don't you worry about that. Well, they're gone. We best hurry to Aleport. Unless we've got a quick way, there's a ferry that leaves in Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet you across the water, lad. Ah, that's some miserable business having to let someone go like that and then hunt them down later. Because, yeah, I'm right with them. I'm like, man, I just want to stab this guy in the face. End it now. Save those people. Tech, that Jolly Merchant's Cove still have the captives. Seems they've taken them room under an alias. Hidden their operation in plain sight, bold as brass, aye. But it's an odd slaver's trick. But it's an old slaver's trick. See, even if some cult recognizes the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew get whistles, all innocent-like, while their mates is marched off to cry cockles. And aye, you can bet they're threatened bloody murder to any prisoner that raises a hue and a cry. Patience now, Colt. We'll just wait until we're sure that all these blackguards have arrived. Meanwhile, you'd better sharpen them stabbers. We got a busy night ahead of us. Yep, got a busy night of stabbing to do. Busy, busy night of stabbings. Stab, 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 stab. I'm gonna stab so many stabs. That ought to be enough. We'll have a hope there ain't any stragglers. Listen closely now, Colt. Merchants are disguised as plain old adventurers and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Airport. How do we whittle those coves or the... Whittle which coves are the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles o' the bingo swilling coal over yonder. He's wearing lavender gloves, the exact same type that the nasty salt strand had on. That'll be how we tell each in the crowd. Of course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards was staying. Just snilch the hopeless glazes of the company they keep, and you'll be sure they've found your mark. So here's the job all laid out for you. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill the merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captives their bleeding lives back, alright? Oi, the storm room door's been forced open. Some thieving sod's been in the ale. Well, it can't have gotten far. Better get the lads and do a sweep of the port. And the yellow jackets getting in the way. Oh. Was that merchant cove gulping pilfered ale? You'd think they've done their best not to draw attention to themselves. All things considered, bloody oafs. And now we've got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about looking for blood. If they spot us wandering around the Darkmans, I have a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never know we were here. Well, slip as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use them telltale lavender gloves to identify your marks. There's innocent coals in there as well, mind. So let's try not to stab any of that don't deserve it, eh? I'm thinking we should head out one at a time and better avoid them yellow jackets. So I'll let you take the lead after you, Tech. Okay, so we can start off with being sneaky, so no one sees us. We've got to look inside each of these common rooms for the guy with the lavender gloves. And we do a sneaky shank, shank, shank. Murder, murder, murder. End him. And untie the captive. Thank you, thank you. And then we hide again. And we're just going to do that a couple times. Find the right person, shanky shank, murder them, and then move on to the next room. Oh, look, lavender gloves. So if I, like, come up behind you like this, what does this one do? Oh, I'm gonna just wait for that to pop. Man, these poor Lalafels, they're getting thrown into slavery left and right. So we hide, then we shanky shank shank, and he's dead. No one the wiser. And then I gotta wait for hiding again. So I accidentally hit that. Boko redeeming a hydrate. I got... Or, Boko. Baka redeeming a hydrate. So I got the giant water bottle in front of me. Because I desperately needed hydration today. Desperately. Alright, who we got in here with lavender gloves? A bunch of adventurers we don't want to stabby stab, and then one big guy we want to stabby stab. We'll just open up with the normal attack. There we go. Alright, y'all be free. Be free. Because I've stabbed your captors. I don't know who the hell Boko is. I've been just talking too much today. My mind's wandering. Hey, looks to be the last of them, and you didn't even need any of my help. Back into the shadows, lad. Spoop. Oh, wait, are we gonna have to actually fight people? Yep. Let's actually fight people. Didn't expect people to randomly show up. I was just like, oh, we just gotta, you know, go meet our guy again. Forgot we were in an instance, and the instance ain't over till it says it's over. Man, they just sent in everybody, didn't they? They're like, hey, yo, it's time to die. And we were willing to oblige. Line them up, and we'll just stab them in the butts and send them back to their maker. Hi there, Sophie. I'm gonna tell them what's up. Not a bad night's work, Tech. The Maelstrom will be taking care of them poor coals we freed, and I've made sure none of the merchants we downed are like to be up again. As for the job, did you, like, stab them in the throat, every one of them, to make sure they weren't gonna, they couldn't live? As for the Jolly Merchant, man, well, her crew's an expected visit from the Admiral's finest galley, and it won't be for tea and crumpets on the poop deck. Right me, natty lad. Our part here is done. Time to head back to the sisters. Can you get off my keyboard? Excuse me, are you the one who freed us? Aye. Was there something else we could do for you, miss? Maelstrom Swallow take you home. If that's what you've been worried about. Oh, no, I know. I just wanted to thank you. If I may, there was one thing I wish to tell you. The moment before you rescued me, that dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. 'Twas something about another raiding party that hadn't yet made it back. I beg your pardon? Seems they'd been hunting for slaves in western Nocea, and being so close to Aleport, our captors assumed they were out rounding up chattel until last bell. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught you can do? There's plenty is, miss. You just get yourself safely home and leave the stay pack of jackals to me. I will pray for your success. Thank you again. Heh, so much for savoring a victory pint. I'll send word of the development to the underfoot and the stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants. By the way, how's your throwing arm, Tech? I think it's time you learn how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in the wide open roughmans, you often find the need to sting a cove from a distance. And I'm sure you canny lad like yourself figure out all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep in mind for what we hunt down the rest of the enslavers. There we go, so we get our dagger throwing ability that we've been missing out on for so long. Just gives us a tiny bit of range damage to use. Hi there, Sophie. Okay, and then we're just going to take part from here for the next mission. But I'm going to end this stream here. I think this is a good stopping point. We'll wrap up getting the rest of the rogue missions done and the ninja mission done on Thursday. This coming Thursday is the next time we'll be streaming. And we'll wrap things up for those missions then. So, anyway, y'all, I appreciate everyone coming out to the stream today. Oh, come on, Sophie. You want to be showing off for camera? Want to be here? No? You don't like being held? Okay, fine. Whatever. The cats, man. The cats. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for coming out. I really appreciate y'all being here and I really appreciate y'all supporting the stream and supporting me. in doing all of this. It's been a lot of fun. I really have been enjoying doing Final Fantasy, reading through all the story, and doing the whole story again for y'all. So, really hope everyone else is also having fun with that. Anyway, I don't think I have any other announcements or anything else. If y'all enjoyed the stream, if anybody out there lurking, please hit the follow down below. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe down below. And if you want to see more streams live, I am streaming Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Sophie is going after my mouse cursor. It is very important that she catches it. Anyway, we're taking screenshots. Stop. Come over here. Come on. Oh my goodness. Rambunctious kitties. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Appreciate y'all being out here today. And I will hope to see y'all in the next stream. Bye. Say bye, Sophie. Bye, Sophie. Oh.